Right, this one will be a good one. Courtney opens a jumper shop. In order to keep inventory, she keeps an inventory of the jumpers she sold per month and which colour is popular. This information is summarised in the table below. Okay. How many jumpers were sold in February? Right, this one's pretty simple. We just have to add this column together for a number of jumpers. So we'll start off with 387, add 125, add 23, add 176, add 189, add 102, add 147, 1149. I'll make a little note of that. 1149 jumps, February. Now, pink jumpers cost £3.81 to produce. How much profit did Courtney make on pink jumpers from January to March? So, what I would do here is I'd work out the number of pink jumpers sold first, which I'll just do. So, 129 from the top row, add 387, add 319. So that's 835. I'll make another note of that. 835 pink jumps. Now, the quickest way to do this is to work out the profit of one. Now, the profit is the price it's sold for, take away the price it's produced for. So we know that it's sold for £12, and we take away the cost of production, which is 3.81. So every time she sells a jumper, she makes £8.19 in profit. Now we know that she sold 835 pink jumpers, so we times this number by 835, and we get £6,838. I'll just done with that bit. Okay, the percentage difference of pink jumpers sold in January and pink jumpers sold in February. Okay, now I've already shown you one kind of percentages. These kind of percentages can be a little bit more complicated. Okay, so to find this out, we get the change over the original. What I would do here is I'd work out the change first. So the change in jumpers sold, that's 387, take away 129. That's 250. I'll add that to memory quickly. And we divide that by the original number of jumpers sold, which is 129. So get the memory, divide it by 129, and that gives us 2. Now we have to times it by 100 as well, because this is just the decimal version still. Times it by 100, that's a 200% increase. And we have to do it like that. See, these questions are probably some of the more tricky questions in the exams. If you know this equation here, right, I'm just going to circle it because it's very important, then you're probably set. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, because it's quite hard to remember at first, but when you got it down, it really helps with these tricky questions here. As you can see that it's not too hard when you know what you're doing. Right, the average number of green jumpers sold each day in January. Well, I'll just quickly move this out of the way. The average in these exams, the average they'll always ask you will be the mean, and the mean is the numbers you want added together. And you divide that by how many numbers there are. Now, we can work it out. So the average number of green jumpers sold each day in January. January consists of 31 days. Nice. So, on average, let's get the number of green jumpers sold each day in January. So, 132 jumpers are sold each day in January. That'll be our numbers added, or our target numbers, whatever. They've given us it already done. I don't know why, but it saves time. Divide it by how many numbers there are. Okay, that's 31 days. So how many jumpers are sold each day? Divided by number of days, 4.25. We had to round that up to 4.3. And that should be us. Oh, there's one more. In March, Courtney sold an average of 203 jumpers of each colour. How many red jumpers did she sell in March? Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing this in reverse. We have to to get the numbers added together, we have to get the mean and multiply it by how many numbers we've got. Okay? It's like changing the subject in Nat 5. If you do it like this, when you get your numbers added. Sorry, I didn't realise that was off screen for a second, but get our mean, which is 203. We times that by how many numbers there are. Okay, average of 203 jumpers of each colour. How many colours are there? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us 1,421 jumpers were sold in March. Now we take away all these numbers to get the data missing bit. Now 319, 54, 198, 201, 280 and 234. So 135 red jumpers were sold. See, that one there is a bit tricky because you got to kind of rearrange the formula a bit, because normally it'd be like this, but you've got to kind of swap it around. So you take it off the bottom and you'd multiply it like that just to reverse it a bit, and once you've got the total number of numbers, you can take away the multiplying this one here. Probably try and find another example of averages later on, and we'll see if I got them right. Hi, let's go.